Start the old Dragon Quest. By continuing the game, you confirm that you have read and understand the Square Enix privacy notice. Okay. Oh. It's a famous orchestra. Which means all my YouTube videos are gonna get flagged. Oh, look at that spiky hair. The blue-haired one obviously is the hero. Yeah, well, despite blue-haired one having spiky hair, he's actually not the hero. It's a nice, pretty intro, though. Enter a name. Not gonna tell me what this name is for, huh? You know, I just like this. As I was playing near Replicant, and they said, enter a name, and I figured, it's just, you know, a name for the file. And it turned out to be the name for the hero, who used he, him pronouns. So, I'm going to make a guess and say this is we're naming the hero. Who, despite the long brown hair, I'm sure uses he, him pronouns. Uh, Come on, the spiky-haired one doesn't always have to be the hero. I think, maybe. I don't even know what to name him. Jim. Greg. It's so tempting to just name him something pedestrian like that. Ah, thank you so much for the host. Yeah, you know what? He's getting named Doug. And the game can't stop me. Which mode do you want to begin your adventure in? Don't worry, you can change the way the world looks whenever you like by visiting a church. There's 3D mode. And there's 2D mode. Oh my gosh. And as adorable as 2D mode is. Oh, adjust various system settings. Which language? Well, we will go with English. Vertical movement is inverted. No, we do not want that to move. Brightness. Right in the middle looks okay. Oh, Ghost reminds me of something from Spirited Away. Suddenly rain.
This child, he is the one?
There's the mark. There's no mistaking it.
Child bears the mark. Okay. Oh. Well then. Oh well, so much for the March child. Oh, no, wait.
Oh my. What in heavens are you doing here? And after that awful storm, too. However did you survive? Oh, you're a jolly one. What's this? Oh, you poor thing. Come here. Come here. Oh, there's no need to be frightened anymore. You're safe now, little fellow.
Aww. Several years later. Well, it's the same mark. Suddenly rain sometimes happens in Seattle.
Thanks so much, you're a lifesaver. Trust me to lose my headscarf just before the big ceremony. So it's finally here, the big day. I can't believe we're going to be climbing all the way up there. Looks like Sandy's keen to lead the way.
Sandy! Oh my!
Come on, best not keep her waiting.
The voices are kind of quiet. Where are my audio settings? Voices are on 10. Great. Path goes pretty steep up the tour, so be sure to watch your footing. But don't let that make you stick to the beaten path. Little detours are where you find all the fun stuff. To think you and Gilmar are all grown up already. I can remember you two little ones herring round the place, causing trouble like it was yesterday. Oh, time flies, it really does.
Brilliant!
It's a big day, Doug. Finally get to go and do the ceremony. We're going to be grown-ups at last. And it looks like Sandy's as excited as we are. Well, let's get moving. We don't want her to get to the top before us. It's time you head to the tour, I hear. Mind you don't slip, it's a long way down. Oh, don't worry, Doug would never let me fall. What would you do without him, eh? Well, Doug, you heard the lady. Make sure she comes to no harm. This is gonna be the best, just Doug, the hero. The symbols on the side of the tour represent the spirit of the land, you know. The spirit has always watched over the people of Cobblestone. Coming of age ceremony is one of the ways we show our gratitude for its protection. You know, the mayor and your mother are waiting to see you off at the top of the steps, don't you? Don't keep them waiting, dear. Oh, and remember, if you ever needed some advice or you're stuck with what to do, have a chat with folks with pretty pink speech bubbles above the head like me. Let's X and look at the map. You can't miss us. While you're looking at the map, you ought to change the direction you're facing. It's a handy little trick. Trust me. I've been through it, you know. We've all climbed to the top of the Tor. I remember it like it was yesterday. But I can't tell you what you found up there. No, that's something you'll just have to find out for yourselves. You know, I'm not sure I've ever seen the two of you apart, and I think you're all grown up already. Those wedding bells are here. Grandma, honestly. Oh, let an old woman have her fun, will you? Now, Doug, you look after my lovely granddaughter, you hear? Good luck, Doug. Here's how, as a grown-up like you, I can't wait to climb the Tor. So off the beaten path, you say. Just look at you, Doug, my little boy, all grown up. Now be sure to look after Gemma, you hear? You think you've been inseparable since you were tiny, and here you are, about to climb the Tor together. Oh, and if you ever lose your way, just follow Sandy. The dog's got more sense than any of us. Just follow Sandy. If you get lost, we're doomed. Hey, AC, and thank you, Foxy. Off you go now, dear. I know the two of you will be just fine. I'll make sure there's delicious supper waiting for you when you get back. Doug, seeing as you and my dear Gemma are set for the big day makes me proud as anything, both as a mayor and as a grandfather. You're not kids anymore, you know. No, you're grown up now, and that means going to the Tor and offering your thanks. Now it's time you are on your way. Head up to the top, give praise to the spirit of the land, and come down and tell us how you like the view. Oh, and if you're ever unsure what to do next, try pressing Y and selecting Potty Talk. Emma might have some useful tips for you. The path ahead will be steep, times a steep one, but fear not, my children, for the spirit of the land shall watch over you. May your climb teach you how truly blessed we are to live along such beautiful surroundings. We will pray for your safe return. Gorgeous, look at the view. Beautiful, isn't it? Whenever you find somewhere with lovely scenery like this, you should take the time to stop and bask in the wonder of nature. It always does me the power of good. Yes, it's lovely, isn't it? I feel like that would be a really funny statement if we were in the 2D version, though. Oh, dearie me, where can that boy have got to this time? Thank you so much, Jonathan, both for the pets and the comment. I just hope he hasn't decided to go up to the Tor on his own. No, he wouldn't be that stupid, surely. Oh, he'll be the death of me, that one.
Humble folk of Cobblestone, great land spirits, hearth and home. That's how it goes, isn't it? My granddad's been teaching me the prayer ever since I was little. He reckons the spirit of the land really does live on Cobblestone Tor, you see. As long as I can remember, he's been preparing me for this day. The day it would finally be my turn to climb all the way up there and offer my thanks. I just wonder whose idea it was in the first place, sending the village's young folk on such a dangerous errand.
Her
What
face.
if I tumble and do myself a mischief?
Got all puffy cheeks, too.
Well, not to worry. Since you and me were born on the same day, I'm lucky enough to have a bodyguard along for the journey. Come on then. That craggy old thing won't climb its... Oh.
Wow, okay then.
Ah! Monsters! They're coming this way. Watch out!
My anime artist gamer.
Get him! Crikey! Go on! You can do it! Go on! Crumbs!
Pretty good. Just started though.
Fight and fight some more! Get him! Go on! You can do it! Go on!
Ooh.
Crikey! I wasn't expecting that. I know they were only little, but I'd have been done for if you and Sandy hadn't been here to help me.
Hey, Dragon Quest 7 is oh my gosh, you do like 2 hours of stuff before you have a battle. See you later, AC.
And now we've got to go through that horrible dingy cave. Just our luck. I'll bet you anything that's where those awful things came from. Well, as long as you're with me, I've got nothing to worry about. Come on, let's get going.
Yeah, we'll be fine. No problems at all. Humble folk of Cobblestone, great land, spirit, hearth, and home. Blessed are we since days of yore, let it be so forevermore. Ah, look at this. A pot lid. Well then. Clearly we need to hold it. Well, I mean, Dragon Quest Warriors is a Musu game, and this is an RPG. Oh, look at that. I like the detail. What do you talk about, Sandy? But there's stuff over here. More monsters, but I don't think they've spawned you yet. You should sneak up and try to surprise them.
Get him! Go on! You can do it!
You know, the battle's happening exactly where I am.
Go on!
Ooh, a slime drop.
Go on! You can do it! Go on! Phew.
Yeah, Dragon Quest Warriors. I liked it because it was Dragon Quest, but yeah, it did not have a great deal of challenge, I agree.
Get him! Go on! You can do it!
Oh, Sandy!
Go on! Tough little blighters, aren't they? I'm so proud of you!
Woohoo! I've learned a new spell. Considering I just went from 0 to 4 magic points. Could be.
Crikey!
Warriors 2 is slightly harder, but not much.
You can do it! Go on! Get him!
So glad you're cheering me on here, Gemma.
Blighters, aren't they?
Needlers.
Go on! Drums! Go on! You can do it! Get him! Fight, fight, and fight some more! Go on!
What was that, Sandy? You're going that way? That means I must go this way. Excuse me while I channel Link for a moment. A chunk of copper ore. And why does the map have a stairway there? There's water.
Get him! Crikey! Go on! You can do it! Go on! Fight, fight, and fight some more! Get him! Phew. Core, look at all this fog. Is this normal, do you think? Help! Help me! What? Cole?
Oh dear.
Quick! fog at all. It's more monsters.
Well then.
Watch out! Go on! Plums!
Oh, they hit hard.
Here you go. Whoa.
Oh, she does stuff.
Fight, and fight some more!
Yeah, I only have enough to do this twice.
Get him! Don't give up!
Okay, okay.
Go on! Crikey! Fight, and fight some more! Get him!
Bye bye, Smogs. Oh, that's a lot of experience.
Well done.
I'm sorry, Gemma. I only came up here because I thought it'd be funny to jump out and surprise you. But then those monsters appeared.
What in the world is going on? I never heard anything about monsters appearing on the tour before. But never mind that now. Whatever were you thinking? You could have been killed. You take Sandy and get back to the village this instant.
Yes, Gemma. Sorry, Gemma.
Bye, Sandy.
You saved my bacon again.
Thank you for being a
I knew you were
knucklehead.
tough, but crikey, you really have grown into quite the hero. Not far to the top now. Typical. It would have to go and start raining, wouldn't it? Come on, let's get a move on.
Yes, the dog is Sandy. Just these vines to climb and you'll nearly be there. Don't go losing your grip. Now they're nice and wet and slimy. Way at the top, watch your step. Gemma just disappears. See a mark. Move a little closer and press A when it changes to a little arrow in order to interact. I love how she can just teleport. Much further now, keep close to the cliffs and don't let your nerves get the better of you. And if you can get lucky with the down B and are quick at reading it,
Here we are at last. It's such a shame about the weather. I was really looking forward to that view. Well, we better say the prayer and get this ceremony over with, eh?
Mm-hmm.
What was that?
It's lightning. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, those thin arms are stronger than they look. Hey look, I got the one-hit kill move.
We're alive. But how? That great big flash of lightning. It was almost like you
Is that
made it
being
happen.
ice in me? His mark is still glowing.
The mark on your hand. Huh? Oh, it stopped. Well, we can worry about that later. All I know is that you saved me yet again. I don't know what I'd do without you. Now, we really had better be finishing up this ceremony. Humble folk of Cobblestone, great land spirits, hearth and home.
I don't know, she might not have even gotten up here without me.
Lift your voices up in prayer, sing it across all our drear. Blessed are we since days of yore, let it be so forevermore.
Well, I mean, she could have gone up with Sandy.
Wow! Look!
But then again, it sounds like normally there aren't any monsters at all. Ooh, that is pretty.
It just goes on and on and on. Whoever dreamed up this ceremony must have had this in mind. They wanted to show us how huge our world really is. Well, that's it. It's all over and now we're grown-ups. Shall we head down and tell Grandad and everyone?
Why are you asking me, Neryl? Ask Foxy.
They'll all be waiting for us at the bottom.
Doug and Gemma make their way back to the bottom of the tower. How convenient. Thanks for bringing Cole back safely, Sandy. Good girl. I knew you could do it. I'm sorry, Gamer. I thought it would be funny to jump out and surprise you. I'm an idiot. I will never do it again, I promise. Well, the main thing is that everyone's alright. You can never be too careful with monsters around. You and Doug, and Gemma and Sandy too. My Cole told me everything. He told me how you fought off those horrible foggy monsters. I don't know how to thank you. And you and Gemma aren't hurt either. Oh, that's such a relief. The lightning was terrifying. Were you lot alright up there? I'm so sorry you poor things had to go through such an awful ordeal. So you did it. you've been to the top of the tour. Well, you'd better let the mayor know. Everyone will be desperate to hear how you got on up there. Don't keep them waiting, will you? When the lightning struck the tower, I must confess that I feared for your safety. It seems that you escaped unharmed. Truly, we must give thanks to the spirit of the land who watches over us all. Hey, you're back. Your mom said to tell everyone she's gone home to make you tea. The lightning was so scary. The sky flashed and there was big bang, bang.
We're back safe and sound, Grandad.
Indeed you are, my dear. Thank the spirits for that. When we saw lightning striking up there, we got a little worried, I have to tell you. Well, I never. Sounds like it's nothing short of a miracle that you made it back in one piece.
Yeah, we'll just say, yeah, this happened and that happened, and, you know.
Well, there's no doubt about it. The spirit of the land was watching over you.
It seemed more like the spirit of the sky was watching over us.
How was the view from the top?
It was wonderful. I saw the sea stretch into the horizon, and the sunlight playing on the water, and... oh, I've never seen anything like it in my life.
You're true Cobblestonians now. Only we have the pleasure of looking out over the world of Erdrea in such breathtaking fashion, you know. You're still young, and the day may yet come when you decide to leave Cobblestone behind. I hope our little ceremony has opened your eyes to a little of what may await you out there.
No. The whole game takes place in this city. Or town.
Now, it's high time we were heading back. I'm sure your mother is eager to hear how things went, young man. Don't keep poor Amber in suspense.
Come on, you. Home time.
Oh dear, it's a big town. Hey, coming of age. So the ceremony's all done, congratulations. Now, don't tell me you've forgotten where you live and all the excitement. Just follow the paving stones, you'll soon find your way back. Oh, but you must be tired. To be forgetting that. You should head home and put your feet up. Riding with horses don't have a lot of get up and go at the minute. They're too busy enjoying this delicious grass. Oh, this young dog. I'm sure you're nice to Gemma, you hear? She's the keeper, that one. Not this again. Oh, just look at your face, you've gone all red. Oh, to be young again. We're just talking about you and Gemma. Was that what we were saying? Oh, nothing. Nothing. It's amazing when you think about it, isn't it? That Yggdrasil, the world tree, has watched over Erdrea since the dawn of time. They say the tree here has been around for as long as Yggdrasil. I don't know if that's true, but there's something special about it right enough. Go home. What you talking about? Why would I want to do that? At the horsey. Look at my lovely horse. He's the loveliest horse in the whole village. Doug, what are you and Gemma up to, eh? We just got back from climbing the tower. Ah, so that's where you've been, is it? Well, it's nice that you got to go up there together, eh? I have a feeling that towns would be easier to explore in 2D mode. Ah. Dye barrels. What? What? Locked door? Locked door? Why? No, I don't want to go home. Monsters appearing on a sacred tour of all places. And there, sir. More of Blight is running around outside the village than ever before. I don't like this one bit. Oh, I remember climbing the tower all those years ago. Back then I was young, single and free. Great days, great days. You're saying this with your wife right across the table. Oops. Wow. Link's got nothing on me. I just touch things and they crumble. I want to get somewhere in a hurry. What you need is a horse. They're faster than people by a long old shot. But you know that already, being a better ride than most, eh? Nice manly pursuit riding, very grown up. Death to the pumpkins. Death to the barrels. How am I still living in this town? Why would they want me around? What? I can't pet the chickens? Okay. Running through all that stuff is maybe more fun than it should be.
Oh! Here's my little soldier. Well, not so little anymore. I've heard all about your big adventure. Look at you, all grown up. I hope he wasn't too much of a bother, Gemma dear.
Of course not. Quite the opposite, in fact. You would have been proud of him. We got attacked by a monster at the top of the tower, and I ended up hanging onto the edge of the cliff by my fingertips. I thought I was done for. But you'll never guess what happened next. That mark on his hand suddenly lit up, and a bolt of lightning hit the monster.
What did you say? That funny little mark? Lightning flying about the place? Goodness me. Here I was hoping he'd turn out nice and ordinary, but it seems his grandfather was right all along.
Okay.
Well, I've been putting this off for long enough now. You and me need to have a little talk. Here. This belongs to you.
It's
Your
really pretty.
grandfather asked me to give you it once you'd come of age and climbed the Tor. The truth is, there's something I've been keeping a secret all these years. Something I've never told another soul in the village. It's... how can I put this now? Well, he said you're the reincarnation of the Luminary.
That means nothing to me.
What?
Oh, don't ask me what the old fool meant, dear. I haven't got the foggiest. All I know is that your grandfather said you had a special destiny, and that there was something you had to do. He said that when you came of age, you were to head north to the capital, up there in Heliodor, and show that necklace thingy to the king. He seemed to think that if you did that, all would become clear. Clear as mud, I shouldn't wonder. Anyway, the long and short of it is that if you want to find out what this is all about, you'll have to leave Cobblestone and head over to Heliodor.
Crikey.
Well then.
Well, I can't stop you leaving, I'm sure, but you won't be marching on an empty stomach. Come on, dinner.
Come on, Mom. Doug tries his hardest to sleep, but he's too confused by everything he's learned and excited about his coming trip. Several hours later. Hey, I'm an amateur itemologist. Having trouble sleeping, are we? Well, it's no surprise after all the excitement today and your big news. Whenever I have trouble nodding off, I like to go for a little walk. Night air always does me a power of good. Plain clothes. Don't worry, Mom, I'm just breaking our stuff. Climb down the ladder? Never.
Oh, can't sleep either, eh?
Nope.
You remember this tree, don't you? I got my scarf stuck in it all those years ago. There I was, crying like mad, and there you were, running round trying to help me get it down. Some things never change, eh? You know, I always imagined we'd spend our whole lives right here in Cobblestone. That's why I was so surprised by what your mum said today. All that stuff about you being the Luminary, that reincarnation thing. remember the story my granddad told me. Once upon a time, long, long ago, the world was terrorized by a horrible monster. But then, the Luminary appeared and saved the day. When it was all over, the Luminary turned into a star. And he's been watching over us from up in the
okay, so
heavens
I'm a
ever
hero.
since. That's his star, right there.
Although, being a red star is a little disconcerting.
How can you be the Luminary too? I just don't get it. I know. That's what you're going to Heliodor to find out. I understand, really I do. Listen, we should both be getting back. Everyone will be wondering where we've got to. Goodbye, old friend.
Aww. Exhausted after his long day, Doug finally falls into a restless slumber. Then morning comes.
Well, just look at you. You don't scrub up too bad, you know. Only wish your grandfather were here to see you. You won't forget him, will you? He was a fine, upstanding man, the pride of the village. You could do worse than try to be like him. Well, however you turn out, I'm sure you'll find a way to overcome whatever lies ahead. A mother knows these things. Oh, by the way, I've popped a little money I'd saved for a rainy day in your pack. Don't spend it all at once.
Aww.
Why don't you visit the village shop before you head off to Heliodor? You'll need some supplies for your big adventure. But don't take too long. The whole village is turning out to wave you off.
Why do I need stuff? I already have plenty of stuffs. Oh, hello. Dearie me, what am I gonna do? Oh, if it isn't young Doug, you came along at the right time. I've got a favor to ask, you see? The other day I was playing with that lad, you know, messing around as you do. Well, anyway, he's got this furry feather that he loves, and, oh, fool I am, I managed to let it blow away. Luckily, the wind only blew it as far as the roof when you shed. Go and get it myself, but I'm not too good with heights, I'm afraid. Anyway, you're a brave young fellow, so I was wondering if you'd mind clambering up there and getting it back for me. Doing me a huge favor, I'm telling you. You've been asked to undertake a quest. Will you acquiesce to this request? Wow, that's very formal. Alright, Nero. Love you too. Hope you sleep well. I knew you'd help me out. You always paid attention to what the priest said in church, you know? Stuff about always being kind to others. You're a fine fellow. No mistake. Now there's no time to lose. My son's desperate to get his beloved featherback. Hurry on over to your shed. I'm sure you've climbed your fair share of roofs, which is something to clamber onto and press B to jump up there. Once you've found that flurry feather, bring it back here and I'll see if I can't give you a little something in return. Best of luck. You like this stuff? Wait. Oh, my shed. I heard all about it from your mother. She said there's no journey you have to make. And you just a youngster. Well, before you head off, make sure you visit the shop. You know where it is, of course, down the slope and across the river. Once you've stocked up, head to the village entrance to the north. We'll all be waiting to see you off. Yeah. Oh, hi. Hello. Why is there a box up here? Why? Again, I wonder how this part is done in 3D or in the 2D mode. There you are, Doug, and it looks like you've got the feather. Would you mind letting me have it? Yes, I do mind. Thanks, I knew you wouldn't let me down. Can't wait to see the look on my boy's face. Oh, and before I forget, here's a little something in return. Sleeping hibiscus. Gave me a flower. That's not all. I've got a tip for you. Hope you'll find useful. If you ever want to do someone a good turn, look for a purple speech bubble over their head. Listen to what they have to say and see if you can do anything to help. It always pays to be kind to others. Don't feel that just because someone's shared their woes with you, you have to help them right away. Always come back when you want a little change of pace, or if you're not sure what to do next. Anyway, thanks again, Doug. I really owe you one. And just remember, whatever's waiting for you up ahead, be kind to others and you'll do just fine. Test has been transgressed with finesse. Also, very formal sounding. So you're leaving good old Cobblestone, are you? Well, make sure you've got all the essentials before you set off. Welcome, valued customer. Stick. I mean, if I can afford it all... Probably should just go ahead and do it. But I still look the same. Get some shopping, head around to the other side of the counter. Well, must run around everywhere. Must make sure there are no pumpkins left in the village. At the mercy. Yes, a little prayer. Let's save the game. It's been an hour. And now I just have to see. Okay, is this starting over? Let's make sure we save a separate one then. I just want to see what it looks like. Okay, I don't need to watch this again. Oh my gosh. Wow, it's not even voiced. Okay. Alright, that's cool. I can choose. I can listen to Dragon Quest VIII music. But I don't want to start all the way over. As cool as it is, I don't think I want to play the whole game twice. Game. Game. Thank you. Finally. Here's what's happened so far. Hey! Just in case it's been a while. Doug has returned home, having proven himself in the ceremony atop Cobblestone Tor. He told his mother Amber that he's the reincarnation of the legendary Luminary. Having learned that he must leave home and head out to face his destiny, he is unable to sleep, steps out into the moonlight for a stroll, where he meets Gemma beneath the old tree at the heart of the village. He tells him the tale of the star known as Erdwin's Lantern, named for the Luminary of legend. After hearing it, he returns home, where he finally falls into a fitful slumber. The mighty forces of benevolence. Wait a minute. How come in the 2D mode there's stuff to claim, and then 3D mode it's like, go away. Wouldn't I use this? Ah, because I can't use the shield. But look at how big it is. Bigger is better, right? We all should surely have a quick pray. With all these monsters out there, you'll be wanting protection from a higher power. Make a quick record of your adventure, you'll be miraculously whisked back to the church where you made it if you happen to come to a cropper. That is some advice from one bloke to another. Keep your mind on the job. No matter how fast the fighting gets, you gotta stay focused. The more you get warlocked, the more focused you get. And before you know it, you'll be all pepped up. Then you'll really be full of beans. And when you're pepped up, you'll be stronger, faster, better at everything. Feeling like it? Go on, my son. Get out there and pep yourself, silly. I don't know much about fighting, but I've heard the best way to get big and strong is to wallop lots of monsters and build up your experience. But if you realize you've picked a fight with a monster tougher than you, there's no shame in running away. Just because you're setting out on a journey, that doesn't mean you can hop home for a visit whenever you like. If you ever get hurt or need a rest, no place like home, and that's what I always say. I'm sure your comfy old bed will always be waiting for you. And you're going all the way to Eliodor. Can I come with you, please, please? Oh, and I suppose I am a bit young still. Be careful, it's a long journey. My dad says you have to head north and just keep going. And he says it's full of all kinds of people. Way more than you see in Cobblestone. Oh, I can't wait to grow up and see it for myself. Can't believe you're leaving us so soon. Well, make sure you stock up on items and weapons for the journey. Oh, and remember, there's no point just carrying equipment around with you. Make sure to equip it. Haha. I'm looking at barrels that have not died. More barrels. Get them. Message from the mayor. Ferocious monsters are at large outside the village. If you must go out into the wild, make sure you're prepared. What's the matter, girl? Is someone there? I'm sorry, I don't want to speak to anyone right now. But could you come back in a bit? You don't want to speak to anyone. I'm leaving. Hello. Stick. Fear the stick. Well, this is it, my little soldier's really leaving. You might not be back for a while. Hope you said all your goodbyes, so... Ready? Hey, Willith. I'm doing pretty well, thank you. Yep, I'm ready. Here we go. Well, off you go then.
One day you're just a little boy, the next you're getting ready to leave us. I only wish your grandfather could see what a fine young man you've become. To think, it's been so many years already since old Chalky found you floating since he brought you to Cobblestone.
Excuse me.
We never thought there was anything out of the ordinary about you. And now suddenly there's all this talk of luminaries of all things. You know who the luminary was, of course. A legendary hero who saved the world from a terrible darkness. We're supposed to believe
Very
that
tiny,
you're
beady eyes.
reincarnated? I don't doubt old Chalky, of course, but it is a little hard to swallow, I must say. Oh, when you meet the King of Heliodor, put in a good word for old Cobblestone, won't you, eh?
And how are you doing, Willith?
If he finds out this is the village where the luminary was raised, there might be something in it for us, if you catch my drift.
Oh, you are terrible. Trust you to be thinking about what you can get out of it.
Oh, no, I'm only joking, of course. The very thought. Anyway.
My.
Now, the fate that awaits you may well be one beyond anything we simple country folk can imagine. But you must allow us to offer what little assistance we can. Take this map of Erdrea with you. May it prove useful in finding your way.
Hey, a map.
And may this magnificent steed, the pride of Cobblestone, lighten your burden and speed you on your way. You'll find Heliodor easily enough. Just head north out of the village and follow your nose.
You travel safely now. Oh, you're such a good boy, such a good boy. You make us proud out there, won't you?
Goodbye, Mom.
Come back safe.
But where's Gemma? Why isn't Gemma here to say goodbye?
Wait! Here, take this with you. I made it for you. It will keep you safe. I heard there are lots of monsters where you're going. Be sure to keep it close, won't you? I don't know what's in store for you out there, but wherever you go and whoever you meet, don't forget us, will you? Take care, and remember, we'll be waiting for you.
Aww. Of course, this will always be my home. Alright. Horses are an incredibly convenient way to cover large amounts of ground in very little time. You'll sometimes have to enter areas that can only be explored on foot. Don't despair though, ring on one of the many summoning bells dotted around Erdia. Will soon bring your faithful friend galloping back to your side. Oh, Doug, there you are. Mayor asked me to teach you a thing or two about horses and maps too, for that matter. Now you see this bell here? Well, if you give it a ring, a fine steed will gallop up from nowhere, just like that. Good to remember if your feet are getting sore. And what if you're all lost as well? Easy, just press X to take a look at your map. What's more, pressing A once you got your map open will allow you to access all sorts of useful information. I'm sure all this is written in a list of travelers' tips in your packs there, but you can't go over these things too often. Local monsters, a list of question marks. Sparkly spots. That's actually kind of nice. I'm ever hunting for things. Then I can look at a map of Cobblestone. Cobblestone Tor. Up, 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 up. They would appear to be able to do a first strike. Bye. Hello. Oh, hi. I still love the fact that we're fighting where I am, more or less. Oh, hello. They suddenly attack. They're running away from me. "12 cats, huh? A lot of cats." Hope they all get lots of love. cruel cumber. A cruel cumber. Oh my gosh. Bye, slime. Indeed, Lilith. Ooh, ooh. I'm glad that you're dancing and not hitting me. It's kind of a shame that I can't do first strikes while I'm riding the horse, though. Hey, treasure box. You are not a rock. Okay. Time to nibble on an herb. A contralto type voice? That would be nice. Really? The enemies are healing each other. Unacceptable. Oh, hold on a second.
What have we here?
budding adventurer when I see one. It can be risky heading into the great outdoors if you aren't familiar with the basics of survival, you know. Well, fear not, because that's where I come in.
Great.
See the remains of that fire over there? Well, when you spy one of those, it means you can set up camp and rest your weary bones. To settle down for the night, just go up to the fire and examine it. You'll soon be enjoying a well-earned break. What's that? You're worried about being attacked by monsters while you sleep? Oh, ye of little faith.
Wouldn't you?
That statue over there is chock full of holy powers that'll keep the beasties at bay for as long as you need. And that's not all. You can pray to it to be cured of poison and all kinds of other things. Think of it as a mini church. Anyway, enough of my yammering. Why don't you take a closer look at all this camping kit for yourself? You'll need to get used to what campsites look like and how to find them. After all, you'll be relying on them whenever you're out in the wilderness. It's like my old dad always said, keen campers can continue on where others can't. Be prepared. Well, that's all from me. If you have any camping-related queries, feel free to ask. I'm here all the time. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
Is that because you can't leave? I just wanted to pet Darcy. Sleepy, sleepy, sleepy. And I get off the horse because pretty sure I can't ride the horse inside. No pots will escape me. You gotta hit me so hard. Chunk of flintstone, huh? Flintstone, meet the flintstone. Wait a minute. Oh, that's a little thing from the beginning. I originally thought they were doves. Alright. Yeah, I should probably go to where I'm supposed to. It's dangerous to travel alone. It's a stark raving mad. If a character is attacked a lot or undergoes other trials and tribulations, they'll eventually enter an innervated state known as being pepped up. Boost their martial might for a while. Nothing lasts forever. Several turns have passed to lose their glow and go back to their normal selves. However, any characters who are pepped up when the battle ends will still be so when the next one begins. Not grand. Little laugh he does after the battle makes me think that someone's talking to me. Yum. That what Doug's saying at the end of battle, Pyon? We're no longer all peppy. Now we're slippy. New spell earned. Heal. And skill points earned. Every time a party member levels up, they will earn some skill points. As the name suggests, these can be used to acquire new spells and abilities. Let's then open up the character builder. Sure. Character builder is where you can use skill points to teach your party members new spells and abilities and also improve their attributes. Unlock a particular panel, the ones surrounding it will become available, expanding your options even further. Think carefully about what to unlock when. Work your way towards the ultimate abilities. Swords. Great swords. Sword mastery. Oh, and luminary. Its own separate little thing. Why is Doug attacking some bunnies? Because they are there. And they are violent. Helichopper. Helichopter. You know what? We're just gonna sit on points. Jonathan, look. Look. If there's any other way... Oh, I feel bad about this. Wait, no I don't. A fright bulb. Looks like a slime plant. Yeah, Hammerhood. I know, I'm familiar with you. This one heard what I did to the other one. Eh. For a moment, the horse had disappeared. I mean, the horse had disappeared, but not entirely. Wow, look at them all frolicking. And here I come. Just cutting down these poor innocent plants. Poor innocent plants who did nothing wrong. Not exactly a short trip from the city to the castle. Have you come far? Well, you're safe now. Heliodor waits. Once you're in the city, you can find a nice inn and rest up. Lucky old you. It's the largest city in all of Erdrea, you know. Should you head downtown, look for the livelier side of life here if you get the chance. Take care, Willith. I hope you have a good night also. Welcome to Heliodor. So can't ride the horse into the city. But why? Stand up here, I can see folks walking down below. Sometimes they see me and smile, and we have a little bit of a moment. Welcome to Heliodor, greatest city in all of Erdrea. Please make yourself at home. Oh, and if you're wondering about that white speech bubble above my friend's head, well, that just means he's got nothing else to say right now. People get like that sometimes, no? I don't have to talk to every single little person. I haven't seen you around here before. Go to see the king, you say? Well, you won't find him around here. You better head to the castle. Straight up this road, climb the steps, keep going, Bob's your uncle. Just remember that they shut the gates as soon as the sun goes down. The king needs his sleep, you know. You're best off heading there bright and early if you want audience. If you feel you're getting sore, I recommend to stay at a nice inn. There's one just above the bar over there. What do you mean go straight for the castle? What about exploring the town? And staring at the cat that I can't interact with. You're a traveler. Well, I don't know where you're from, but around here we don't go barging into people's houses without so much as a buy or leave. Really? Really? I'm gonna start rifling through your stuff. Nope. Nope. All your stuff's mine now, buddy. And you can't stop me. But Jonathan, I could pet the horse. So maybe 1 out of 10 game? There's a treasure box up there. Okay, you're looking for some excitement, but there's nothing going on. I should stick to the main track rather than loitering in back alleys. Maybe you should. Maybe you should. I don't remember being able to pet Sandy, so we'll have to stick with 1 out of 0. 1 out of 0. 1 out of 10. I need to make this camera spin just a slight bit faster. Yeah, I think that's a little better. Here's my diet. Perfect evening workout. Feel the burn, eat till you're fit to burst, then go for a nice long walk. If you're gonna travel the world, you're gonna run into monsters. That means you need to get ripped. Do it, do it! Not everyone has to be ripped. Probably. Hello. A book called The Chronicles of Corporal Crag. As we marched across the rolling plains and meadows, encounters with roaming monsters grew more frequent. It's not long ere we met with the most dreaded of them all, the dragon. Clad head to toe in scales hard as stone, neither sword nor spear could make but the slightest scratch in the beast's hide. It seemed certain to slay us to a man. I swung my blade in wild desperation. Somehow a blow connected and sent the great lizard reeling. We fled without a moment's hesitation, fearing that it might soon regain its composure. To this day, I know not why my attack had the effect it did, but I and every one of my men owe our lives to this miraculous quirk of fate. It's a very bright red book. Look, I found the actual hero of the game. Saving my pennies, now it's time to spend them. You can't afford to be stingy, you know. It's important to get yourself the best kit. Listen to the latest clever thing my darling husband said. Just because something might seem useless doesn't mean it is. Keep hold of everything you find, just in case. Except for those old Brazilian coins, of course. The only thing they're good for is selling. But holding on to things. Armor. And weapons. Oh gosh. Suddenly things are really expensive. Excuse me, I need to go, find a few more pieces of coin around the place. So, way to get up there. Ooh, I see a ladder. To the roofs. I'm still convinced there's treasure down this chimney, but I can't stand dark places and I'm too scared to go down and have a look. Well, see ya. The true treasure, knowledge. Scrap of paper hidden between two books. Doug takes it from the skull and has a closer look. Nothing I love more than the longing looks of those slum dwellers who pass beneath my balcony and gawk at my treasure chest with their hungry eyes. The envy of the unwashed masses is well founded. The chest holds my greatest treasures. But I rest easy in the knowledge that it remains completely inaccessible. Just as I did yesterday and today, tomorrow I shall bask in the covetous glance of the rat scurrying below. I don't know. Hello. Should I feel bad about this? Traveling salesman told me he's never seen so many monsters roaming all over the place. They are. Where's the world coming to? By the way, if you see a white speech bubble like the one above the fellow in front of me's head, it just means the person doesn't have anything else to say right now. No. Amelia's stuck on the roof. She won't come down. And when you help me, Amelia's stuck on the roof. You have to help. Oh, thank you so much. You're so nice. Please get Amelia down. She's scared of heights, you know. Amelia's in a pickle. I just have to find Amelia. Really? Really? I name it, you probably got it. You carry 3 different items, buddy. Spotter's Guide to Monsters. Intrepid adventure. If this book should impress upon you one thing before you set out on your quest to see the world, let it be this. Monsters that roam the land at night are far more fearsome than those that appear during the day. Heed these words well, adventurer. Go abroad in the evening only if you're prepared to meet the dangers that await you. No, I just looked at this. It's a fine inn, maybe the finest in Heliodor. I mean, who knows? Is there another inn? The lovely breeze here, it's perfect for drawing clothes. Still not exactly finding a way to get up to the roof. Not at the moment. 3 coins a night, though. A bank that deals in multiples of 1,000 gold. But hey, services are complimentary. No overdraft fees. Death to the pumpkins. I'm wearing bunny ears. Okay. You know, if that's what you want to do, who am I to say otherwise? So much great stuff, I can't decide what to get. Nothing in there. Ladder to the roof spotted. I just have to find Amelia. And a mini medal. So it begins. Meow. Cat's paws stuck in a hole. Oh, so that was Amelia. You did it! You got Amelia off the roof. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Here, take this. Bag of kitty litter. Don't you need this? You go up on that roof, you can get into others. You can probably even climb down chimneys. Yes, there's another kitty. It was a big place. If it's your first time here, you can expect to get lost. But if you're not sure where you are, you can always press X and check the map. Yep, because that answers my question. Traditionally, I stand on one side of the counter and you stand on the other. Want to give it a try? Oh, come on, guy. I'm called Blacksmith Abroad by Hall Bellows. My name is Hall, but most know me as the Wandering Blacksmith. Throughout my travels, I've heard many a rumor of a particularly wondrous little forge. It's said that one can throw any number of odds and ends into it, and doing so produce countless fabulous creations. But surely these stories are too fanciful to take at face value? Yet should there be some truth to them, a wise adventurer would do well to hold on to whatever oddments they find in their travels. Who knows what they might be turned into? Yep, that's right. Let's encourage my pack rat nature. Maybe you can get onto other roofs. But most likely not. Well, you know, it's a fine place to live. It's safe, it's clean, everyone's happy. We don't want the king. 3 Ks for King Carnelian. Ah, cheek, that's private. But it's just fishnet stockings. Shows off the legs to full effect. You want to know something interesting about that house? Climb up on the roof in the back garden, and there's a rope you can cross. Really now? Bet you didn't know about the rope on the roof, did you? Used to get up to the swanky part of town. Yeah, but... the swanky part of town, aka the church. I don't get it. Oh. This swanky part of town. Oh, I'm so happy I can't stop laughing. My wife's the best cook in the whole wide world. Oh, lucky me. I found the 1%ers area. See that big swanky house over there? Well, it belongs to some rich and slightly vulgar stranger. Just turned up one day, bought the land and built the showy blighter. One is currently indisposed, shan't belong. Okay. What the hell, don't worry, you'll not pull anything funny, I'll sling you in the dungeons, got it? It's me I wanted most in the world, I have to say Sir Hendrik. And every man in the kingdom would say the same thing, he's basically all around legend. They say that when the world is in trouble, a true hero will appear, they must be talking about him. Splash in the bar, splash, splash in the fountain. Elador's the most powerful kingdom in the world, you know. It's been so ever since the fall of Dunbrasil. Money! I don't think that means I have enough to buy the sword. Seems to be getting dark. Hi, Clara. This water's so still and beautiful, it feels like it's drawing me in. King Carnelian is surely the wisest of rulers. His influence spreads far and wide. In fact, it would be no exaggeration to call him the king of the world. Okay. That's not creepy. Yeah, Shamega Cootie streaming. Set of plain clothes. In the rich house. You know what? Just for that, I am breaking your barrels. Why would I be able to fly if I put on plain clothes? Once attacked during Drassel, it was Sir Hendrik and his men who fought them back. He's the mightiest warrior in the whole kingdom. Say the king was surrounded by the enemy, but Sir Hendrik came to his rescue. Known as the hero of Heliodor ever since. Won't allow any nonsense on my watch. If you even think of causing any trouble, I'll come down on you like a ton of bricks. You were so silly, Clara. So silly. Nope. I want this one. A copper chopper. Look at how French I am. You know what? I need to hit the church and stop. It lead. Okay, fine, let's run around the church first. Every time I go to the church and pray, I come out feeling like a new man. It's weird, isn't it? Dead of night. Oh. Yeah. Nope. Nope. I do not. This is where I will end.